Hello everyone, welcome to another match of the Tri-County Overwatch League. This is a Week 6 matchup between Steugal the Inevitable and Kevinkus. It's going to be a great matchup. These two players have been contending in the third and the fourth spot for the majority of the league contest, so this is going to be a great one to see. We have Kevinkus and Stuegal in here, and first we want to hear from Kevinkus.
Alright, Kevinkus, let's get started. What do you have to say about some of Steugal's fans out there claiming that he would 9-0 Sib in a normal game and that it was just a warm-up?
You know, quite frankly, I think it's just a bit of excuses coming down to it. He just makes these excuses, but all the same, he will be a tough opponent. I know it's not going to be an easy game. I know that he'll be a tough opponent. We'll just see what happens. May the best man win.
Do you have any worries about this upcoming match?
I definitely do. I mean, whenever we played previously, I usually was on the losing end, so hopefully I can, you know, just take my momentum that I have from the earlier game and carry it forward into this one.
Alright, and I have one last question for you. Are there any heroes that you're worried you might not be able to compete with Steugal on?
There's a good few, to be honest. I don't know which one specifically, but there's a good few heroes that I know are not going to go too smoothly.
Kevinkus, do you think that after this match your ego will finally be humbled a little bit?
Well, see, I think these rumors of me having a huge ego are unfounded and truly disrespectful, and I don't appreciate that question.
Alright, Steugal the Inevitable, thank you for joining us here today. Let's get started. Steugal, what do you have to say about some of Kevin's fans claiming that he doesn't have an ego and that it's all justified?
Well, a lot of times when Kevin plays, he really acts like he's superior to the other players in the match. And I think that it's just really easy to tell that Kevinkus puts himself in a place far above other players and that his ego is truly out of control.
I see. And what do you have to say about some of those lunatics out there claiming that if it comes to a female hero fight, you will not win because you do not know how to interact with females?
Well, personally, I think that this is just fake news perpetrated by my opponent and his followers. My familiarity with the females is quite great. I'm able to interact with many, especially Zarya. You know, she's a strong, independent woman, and I think that she's one of the ones that I know very well. Others that I know very well include Tracer. We have a lot of the same interests, like other women. So I think that I'll do very well.
Is it true that you're 0-2?
No.
Oh, for one.
This is
Oh, for
my
one.
attempts at finding companionship. I think can be summed up as 100% 0 for 0 because I, quite frankly, have never made advances on any kind of woman, and I think that it's ridiculous for people to claim that I am in some kind of deficit in my relationship attempts because there have been no attempts, quite frankly.
Well, that is quite a hot take.
0 for 1.
We'll send the players
Steugal,
back to the corners.
hold on. Steugal,
One last question.
Steugal, if I may, one more bonus question.
Yes, Spring Boss.
Are there any heroes you are hoping to avoid during this matchup? For example, Zenyatta, since we all know that Kevinkus is cracked with the Zenyatta.
Well, you know, Kevinkus can say all he wants about his Zenyatta skills, but quite frankly, I am one of the best Zenyatta players around, and I think that it will definitely be a tough matchup.
If this comes down to a 8-8 Zenyatta 1v1, who do you see winning this game?
You know, it's a big momentum game. You know, whoever's got the momentum, whoever has those feelings, whoever wants it most, the biggest player to make the biggest play in the biggest game, I think it'll be that player.
I see. Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you for your time, guys. We'll send you back to your corners, and good luck.
Thank you.
All right, and here we are,
Welcome
back to
to
Castillo.
Castillo.
We love this place. Here to see Kevinkus on
Ooh, the
Widow against
Widowmaker.
Steugal.
Fight.
Who do you think has the edge here in this initial match?
Ooh.
Oh my god! An
I'm
initial
gonna say
headshot by
Steugal, but
Kevinkus!
never mind. Kevin
Wow.
coming out and making a statement. That
Shitty
was
job,
powerful.
shitty job by
That
our
was
cameraman, looking at the wrong player at that time.
Fight.
Back on Steugal for another sniper matchup. He jumps to the right, climbs up the wall. Kevinkus mirrors him, decides to stay low, takes a shot from inside the arch.
Steugal has been known for his Hanzo gameplay in his comp matches.
Steugal has
Ooh,
definitely
two
got
body
the edge
shots.
here.
Ooh.
Arrow finds its
That is a clean Hanzo round for Steugal.
And we got the Anna.
Honor. Fight.
Steugal ignores the
Ooh.
first initial shot there. Not
He
something
doesn't
you would
need it.
think
He's going to
from him.
take the early high ground on the stairs. Both players missing. Ooh. Steugal with 2 tags misses his grenade horribly. You know, he probably just wasn't warmed up.
Oh, now here's a guy who wasn't warmed up. He said he was eating food before this. He claims that is the
both
reason
players
he's not
very
playing
low.
up to par.
They're playing this very safe. They know what is at stake with this match and the momentum that this round will carry.
Wow. You usually don't see an Anna round lasting this long.
Steugal does. Oh, never mind. Steugal did have the health advantage. Oh, but Kevin gets anti. Oh, and
And a nice
Steugal is
little
gonna take
fist to
that
Kevin's
round.
face.
And he goes for the sleep BM.
Now we have an Echo match. Steugal looking quite terrifying here. I don't like to see that. Kevinkus looking somewhat of a weird elfin character.
He looks rather graceful, like something I'll find in a nursery.
I'll be honest, I don't see Kevinkus winning this round with this health
I
deficiency in
don't
the
either.
beginning.
He's got the low ground, ran out of his juice.
If Steugal can take out his E
that's
here,
gonna
that's an
be it.
instant kill.
Score.
Steugal taking the 3-1.
3-1.
3-1.
Battle.
Oh.
Baptiste.
Sib, as our resident BAP expert, who do you see coming out on top?
Well, I honestly know that Kevin has a lot of experience on healer, but I think Steugal has quite a bit more aim than Kevin, so we're going to see what happens here. It looks like Kevin needs to back up immediately in healer, else he's in trouble here. He jumps up into the air, makes himself an easy target. He jumps up into the air again. He's still an easy target. He jumps up into the air again, and Steugal is just going to shoot him down.
Score.
Wow.
4.
Not a good show from Kevin here. What do you think?
Not a good showing. He started off very strong with the Widowmaker, but ever since he has just been falling short.
Fight.
A fair matchup. Steugal has been nice with the fair
Era
as played.
1v1. Oh, Kevin has been known to be pretty nice on fair. Steven returning the initial hit.
Kevin's low to the ground. He's low to the ground. He's in trouble. Oh, man. He's
Right on target.
5-1. Will this be a 9-1 game?
5-1.
I hope not.
Battle.
Oh, the McCree.
McCree.
What I've
Steugal
noticed
is
so
known
far...
for his very bad McCree skills. He's only able to stun and fan the hammer. We'll see if he's going to pull it out this match.
One thing I've noticed so far in this matchup is that Kevin,
Ooh,
the man
early
himself who told me he would apply pressure, has seemed to be playing back in his own half.
He has been playing very passively, just
And a
letting
nice
Steven
headshot.
take control of the high ground and the mid tower.
2-1.
Steven is definitely in control here. Kevin seems to
He
be
has
holding.
all the momentum going in his favor.
Fight.
Gonna see a Genji matchup. Both players dashing to get to the early high ground. No. Ooh. Kevin makes first contact. Oh, an early and wasted reflect coming out from Steugal the Inevitable. And he is whiffing all of his shurikens. It is not looking good. Kevin is going to dash for the win.
In.
And he looks to be taking back some of the momentum after a terrible round from Steven on the Genji.
Yes, a nice win by Kevin there. It's about time.
Soldier
Indeed.
76. Fight.
Gonna be hopping on the Soldier here, and as we all know with Soldier, it comes down to the skin you are using. Steugal having the better skin of the two, in my opinion, looks to be taking the favorite for this round.
He's in trouble. Kevin's in trouble.
There
Yep,
it
he's
is.
done. He is done.
Score. 7-2.
Steven going with the BM, shooting Kevin's dead body.
Battle. Tracy.
Well, Springy, you know what they say. There's a fine line between drinking wine and squashing grapes, and Steugal is definitely drinking wine right now in this matchup.
He is indeed. He is drinking wine and squashing Kevin. Both Tracers used to recall. Oh.
Steugal seems to be in trouble. Kevin is also very low.
Both Tracers low. They both played safe, backing off.
Oh, Kevin's in trouble.
Oh,
Kevin is in
Steven-
trouble. Steugal recalls.
Steugal uses his recall, tried to pounce on him early, did not work out in his
Steven,
favor.
he needs to pressure Kevin, and he does it.
Oh.
He does it. It's 8-2.
Kevin did not see him on the right side of the pillar, still thought he was over by the fountain in the center.
Well, Springy, we got a match point here. You think Steugal's going to
we
be able to take it
do.
away?
I'm hoping Kevinkus is going to pull out something here. We have not seen the Zenyatta matchup, which is a highly anticipated game. Steugal going for the 360.
He awaits Kevin.
An early headshot from Kevin. Oh,
And-
Kevinkus making a statement.
8.
He doesn't give up. He
Saying,
does not
no,
give
no.
up.
Will we see the Zenyatta?
We will.
I called it. Look at
A
that.
good call.
Fight.
This is, without a doubt, the most anticipated matchup of the Overwatch League.
Kevin is cracked.
And
There's
now
no way
we're on
Springy's
the
going to
most
take this.
anticipated hero matchup of the Overwatch League.
He does have
Both
Kevin
events
discorded.
getting the Discord, charging up their ultimate fires. Oh.
A nice hit.
Oh,
No.
and Steugal wins it with the Zenyatta.
Victory.
He is the one who is cracked at the Zen. Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen. Just like that.
Well, Springy, it was not as close as we expected. I thought Kevin was going to have a little bit more impact
Certainly not.
on
I
that
thought
game.
Kevinkus was going to have a couple more rounds in his belt.
Well, let's get the players in here to see what they thought about their performance here. And we're back with the players, Steg, the Inevitable, and Kevinkus. What a game by you two. Kevin, what was going through your head that match? It didn't seem like you were applying pressure as you were speaking of earlier in the week. What was your game plan there?
I really wasn't. I think what it comes down to is, earlier in the day and before, I was thinking I was not in the best position. But then, after seeing this performance against Sabonzo, I was lulled into a false sense of security. And I just thought too little of him because I thought, I have a chance of winning this. I have a real chance. And then it just all came crumbling down when it actually came to practice.
Well, to your point, one may think that, but it's also a topic that you knew Sabonzo's game plan going into that game, which gave you that edge.
I think that's irrelevant. I just think when it comes down to it, I was outclassed, and I thought too much of the game, the results from the previous games, and was lulled into a false sense of security.
Steugal, what was going on in your head after that first and quick round on Widowmaker?
Well, I thought, Widowmaker's not really my premier choice for DPS, and after Kevin got that, I thought, okay, this is going to be a close round. But how wrong I was when I saw his performance across the rest of the board. Just not up to snuff.
I was thinking the same thing.
Kevin, how does it feel to be dominated like you did to Alexi?
Well, I don't think it was that bad to be completely honest. It wasn't a pretty game. I won 3 rounds, I think, right? But I wouldn't compare it to the game against Alexi. I think this is a completely different situation.
And would you say that you've been struggling on BAP recently because you've lost to Steg and Chipotle on BAP these last 2 matches?
I think I would say that, except I did beat Sabonzo on it. He's a BAP main, so I don't know. When it comes down to it, I was just outclassed today, and it's you can't win them all. Unlucky.
Well, it was a good
in
effort.
In your opinion, are you the new Zenyatta master after that last round?
Well, Logan, I don't like to talk about mastery or anything like that because we're always learning. But I think that my performance today showed that I am quite the contender when I play Zenyatta.
Thank you both for your time. A great match. Kevin, well done. Steugal, even better.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Well, Sib, that was certainly not the spectacle that we were expecting, but still great nonetheless. I am excited that it did come out down to the Zenyatta 1v1 and that Steugal turned the tables on Kevinkus and at the same time was able to prove his doubters wrong that he can in fact play the female heroes.
Okay, so an interesting match there by Kevinkus and Steugal, the Inevitable. Steugal winning 9-3. This brings Steugal to 3rd place at a 4-2 record with a plus 15 differential. Kevin follows him behind into 4th place, 3-3 with a plus 7 differential. Looks to me like both of these players are a solid contender for the playoffs. Pretty much going to make it at this point. Some notable matchups that happened in these past weeks. Pablo beat Chipotle Bean 9-0. Steg beat Sib 9-3. Kevinkus beat Sib 9-0. Pablo beat Ragai 9-0. Sib beat Ragai 9-6. And Steg beat Chipotle Bean 9-1. That about wraps it up after this game. We've had some interesting games this week and a lot of blowouts. Springy, do you have anything else to say?
No, I think you covered it all very well, Sib.
Alright, we'll see you guys next time on the Tri-County Overwatch League.